Nothing stands between us and eternal bliss. Exclamation mark. Close inverted commas.
Oh dear! Binny!
Open inverted commas. New line. Capital letter. Oh, Nigel.
My pencil!
Exclamation mark. Nigel. Exclamation mark. Capital letter. I love you. Full stop. Close inverted commas, she said, reaching up to stroke his bandaged head. Capital letter. Outside the guns boomed. Full stop. Capital letter. Miss Nightingale, who was passing with her lamp, saw the two lovers together, and she smiled. Smiled bravely. Full stop. Capital letter. There was hope for the world yet. The end. There. It's finished.
Binny, I didn't manage to get the...
Now let me just get the last few pages.
The pencil broke. I couldn't do it.
He sat up in his porridge.
You said he sat up in bed to eat his porridge.
Anna was wearing the slop bucket.
Oh, you said Anna was wearing the rubber apron she always wore when carrying the slop bucket. But I didn't have time to write the middle bit. Oh, I'm sorry, Binny.
Sorry? This isn't a game, you know, Janice. This is my novel. If I'd known you really couldn't do dictation, I would never have asked you round.
Thought it might be a help, that's all.
Well, thank you, Janice, but I think I'd better get back to writing it down myself. Otherwise I'll never get it finished.
Oh, I'm sorry, Binny.
All right. Can I sit down there, please?
Oh, yes, of course. Must be wonderful to write a novel.
Look, Janice, I don't want you to be offended, but I find it very difficult to concentrate when there's someone in the room.
Yes, of course. I'll nip off home. You will let me read it when it's finished?
Perhaps.
Oh, Binny, you're fantastic. See you at school tomorrow.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh, Jan is going already? Hey, what's the matter?
Oh, I've just spoiled Binny's novel. I was only trying to help, but my pencil broke. She told me not to bother.
Ah, don't worry. She's been rotten to everyone since she started a silly novel.
She must have finished. I better go just in case I upset her again.
Now, look, Janice.
No, it's all right. Oh, don't say I said anything. Let myself out. Bye, Jess.
Was that Janice?
Oh, you little rotter. You've got that poor girl petrified of you.
It's not my fault. She's probably in awe of me.
And you've encouraged it.
No, I haven't. She gets crushes on people. Last month it was Mr. Carr of the art department. This month it's me. Oh, she's always trying to be helpful, but she's not. Still, I finished it despite of her. There, 24 pages of romance and excitement. I'll read you some of it.
Oh, no.
Don't know whether to send it to a London publisher's or look around for a local firm.
Binny, you're crackers. You'll never get a publisher to look at a manuscript scribbled in pencil.
Won't I?
No, it has to be typed out.
But I can't type.
I know.
But you can.
Oh, no.
Oh, please, Jess.
No.
I make the beds every morning before I go to school. And I do the housework whenever it's your turn.
Well.
And I'll even be nice to Janice.
Right, provided you are. And get off your high horse. Or type out your silly novel.
Oh, thank you,
Oh,
Jess.
right, don't smother me. Right, let's have a look at your masterpiece. High Wind at Scutari by Belinda Gathercole. Only 24 pages? Well, that's a bit short for a novel. This won't take long.
Oh, that's just the last chapter. Other 33 went to my bed.
Oh, crumbs, it's endless.
Miss Gathercole? Mr. Stevens is inquiring for the letter he dictated to Messrs. Dodge, Sleep and Weldon. Have you typed it yet?
Well, I'm not sure.
You must know whether you've typed something or not.
Oh, I have typed it. I'm just not sure where I've put it.
Here it is, right under your nose as usual.
Mrs., have you got that Dodge, Sleep and Weldon letter?
Mr. Stevens, indeed. Look, it's right here.
Yes, well, I want to be quite sure that we've covered all the points, so read it back to me, will you? The elder Dodge is rather dodgy about detail.
Dear sir, in reference to your letter of the 21st instant, in reply to our letter of the 14th of July, our client, Deep Fried Chickens Limited, kissed her hotly on the lips. her bosom heave. I love you madly, passionately.
I beg your pardon?
I love you madly, passionately, with all the depths of my being.
But, Mirabelle, this is so sudden.
Oh,
Do you realise what you're saying?
No, it wasn't me.
Yes, it was. I saw your lips move.
No, Mrs. Eves, no. It's right here in the letter.
But you can't say that sort of thing to Dodge, Sleep and Weldon.
Our client, Deep Fried Chickens Limited, kissed her hotly on the lips.
Kissed who hotly on the lips?
I love you madly, passionately, with all the depths of my being.
I never dictated anything like that.
Miss Gathercole, and what do you know of this?
It was my sister.
He kissed your sister hotly on the lips.
No, she wrote it. It's part of a novel. I must have typed out the wrong page. This is the page I should have typed to Dodge, Snoop and Weldon.
And what is your sister Novel doing here in this office?
I was typing it out for her. In the lunch hour.
How many times do I have to tell you that you are not permitted to use the firm's equipment for personal purposes? It's no good, Mrs. Stevens. You will have to have a word with her. I've tried. I've spoken to her. I've chided her, but it's no good. It's no good. She keeps on. It's no good.
Yes. Now, you take the letter, Miss East, and go back into the office, and I will deal with her. Now then, Jessica, about this novel. There is just one thing I wish to know.
Yes, sir.
Who kissed who hotly on the lips?
How far has she got? Finished. I've already sent it to a famous publisher.
You've sent your novel to a publisher?
Shut up, Janice! Do you think I want everybody to know that I'm a novelist? But can't I read it until it's finished?
Come along, you lot, don't dawdle. I don't want squatters in my classroom.
Please, Binny. Oh, all right. But I want you to give me your solemn promise that if I entrust my original manuscript to you, you will guard it with your life.
Oh, I will.
Very well. Raise your right hand up to God and repeat after me. If I, Janice Priscilla Weston, lose, destroy or mutilate the first novel of Belinda Gathercole.
Lose, destroy, or...
Mutilate, dear.
Mutilate the first novel of Belinda Gathercole.
May my heart turn black, and may I die a horrible, lingering death.
May my heart turn black and may... Do I have to, Binny?
Do you want to read my novel?
May I die a horrible, lingering death?
Very well. Now, here's chapter 1. Now, when you've read that, bring it back and I'll give you chapter 2.
Oh, Binny, fantastic. Take awfully good care of it.
You'd better.
Chapter 1. The Lamp is Lit, in which Captain Nigel Porter brings disturbing news to his mother.
What are you reading, Scabby? What's this, then?
You mustn't do that,
Sit down,
Starkey.
Scabby. Make her sit down. She's interfering with my reading.
That's not yours, you mustn't.
High Wind at Scutari, a novel by Belinda Gathercole. Here it's Big Ears Gathercole. She's written a book. Wonder what you two are whispering about.
Don't. Please, Starkey.
Bad news, Mother. We're at war with the Russians. Here it's all sloppy stuff. Listen to this.
Shut up.
You shut up. Your eyes are like fish ponds, he said huskily. So dark, so still, but so alive with life. And then he kissed her, and kissed her again and again, until there wasn't an inch of her face remaining unkissed. I've been wanting to do that from the very first moment we met. Isn't that revolting?
Give that back, you little bully. Nobody's supposed to read it but me.
Oh, but it's too good to keep to yourself. I think the whole school should know about it, don't you?
Yeah.
All those in favour of sharing it, say aye. Aye. Right, I'll give it a public reading in the playground behind the bicycle shed in 10 minutes. Let's round up an audience.
Don't. Please, Starkey.
If you know what's good for you, you'll keep your big nose out of it.
I've broken my promise. Oh, it's mutilated. Oh, I hope my heart does turn black and I die a horrible, lingering death. Oh.
Are you sure Janice hasn't phoned?
For the third time, no, she hasn't.
Well, I'm not sure she'd ring me to tell me how much she liked my novel. Oh, it's going to be a terrific film, Jess. I can just see it with Brian O'Neill and Addie McGraw. Oh, we'll be rich, Jess. Then we'll be able to get Mum home and hire a nurse to look after her. Then we'll all go to the south of France, and the sun will make her well again. Oh, won't that be wonderful?
Wonderful.
Kissed her. Bad news, Gathercole.
What?
We're at war with the Russians.
You rotters!
Kissed her and kissed her and
How did you find out? Who told you?
Oh, we read it for ourselves.
Where is Janice Weston?
Oh, she's not feeling too well this morning.
Give me that back, it's not yours!
Not so fast. Some of us haven't heard it yet.
Oh!
This morning's reading comes from the Book of Gathercole, chapter 1.
No! Give me back to me, you
And kissed her and kissed her and kissed her.
Stop it! Binny Gathercole and the rest of you, get your seats immediately. Well, sit down, Binny.
But Miss, that's my book you have.
Your book. What's this? High Wind at Scutari. Be quiet, all of you. A novel by Belinda Gathercole.
Belinda!
So, we have a budding novelist in our midst. I said, be quiet. Well, sit down, Binny, while I examine this novel of yours.
Oh, but Miss,
I think I have a right to, you know. After all, it is written on school property. Well, sit down.
And kissed her and kissed her and kissed her.
Oh, Binny.
Yes,
Binny, it's delicious.
Miss. What, Miss?
And she kissed her and kissed her and kissed her and kissed her.
Oh, shut up! They're all Philistines.
Hello, Binny.
Binny,
Hello.
you're late.
I know. I didn't come straight home. There were some rotters following me.
Really? Why would they want to do a thing like that?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, bad news, Ben. What? We're at war with the Russians. You heard about it as well!
It's all over the school.
And
he kissed her. And he kissed her. And he kissed her again.
I don't know. You tried to create something beautiful. The whole world laughs at you. Rotten slugs. My own brothers. They'll laugh on the other side of their face when I'm rich and famous. They will.
Binny! Oh, let me in. It's only me.
Go away.
Binny, I've got something for you.
Get your foot out the door.
Oh,
What do you lock the door for?
I wanted to be alone. Those monsters are in there most monsterish.
I've got something that might cheer you up. It's from your publishers. Now don't get upset, Bin. Lots of people, even famous people, get their first novel turned down, you know.
Anyway, Ben, you can't expect anyone to buy a book full of sissy stuff and fish ponds.
Oh, shut up, George.
Well, you can't.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. What's it say?
And having read your novel, would like to discuss it further with you in London, with a view to publication.
I don't believe it.
Oh, I'm going to be rich, Jess. I'm going to be famous.
What would you like for breakfast, Binny?
I'm getting it for her.
Shut up, shrimp.
Brothers, please don't fight over me. William, you can bring me 2 hard-boiled eggs, a bowl of cornflakes, and a cup of tea.
Oh, thank you, Binny.
Binny, please let me do something for you.
Oh, well, my shoes could do with the
I'll
cleaning.
do it.
Ben, what's come over you? How can you be such a little stinker?
Stinker?
How dare you call Binny a stinker? He's a genius.
Oh, you little crawler, just because some publisher's going to look at a silly novel.
Jess, how can you say such a thing?
It's a terrific book. I'm sorry, Jess. This time you've gone too far. You're fired.
Fired?
Yes, you're no longer my private secretary.
I never have been your private secretary. I happen to work for the firm of Marple, Stevens and
jealous of my success.
I heard that. You be warned, Belinda Gathercole. If I come back here and find you're still in your high horse, I'll make sure your new novel never gets finished.
And what'll you do to it?
I'll flush it down the loo.
Artesian wells are created when rain falls on or drains into the layer known as the Binny Gathercole. You're late.
I'm ever so sorry, miss, but I went to see the headmaster to see if I could have Wednesday off.
You should have asked me first.
Well, I was going to. I didn't want to be laughed at again.
Do you mean laughed at? What's there to laugh at?
My novel, miss.
Billy, I'm sorry. Be quiet, all of you.
That's all right, miss. I don't mind. You're not the ones that are going to publish it.
Publish it?
Yes, miss. Walker and Sandberg are going to publish my novel. That's why I'm going up to London on Wednesday.
You mean Walker and Sandberg, the London publishers, are going to publish your novel?
Yes, miss.
Get on with your work, all of you. Find something to do. Binny, I wrote a novel once when I was a student. It's nothing like yours, of course. But people did say that it showed great promise. I don't suppose you'd have time to show it to either Mr. Walker or Mr. Sandberg when you see them.
Oh, I'll have to read it first, but if it's any good, I'll certainly mention it to them.
Oh, well, we are in the middle of a lesson on artesian wells, but if there's any revision you'd like to do in the novel...
I'm sure artesian wells are very interesting.
Oh, Binny, how fabulous. Have you forgiven me yet?
To err is human. To forgive, divine.
I always said you was a genius, Binny.
Oh, thank you, Starkey.
Listen to anyone you want thumped, just give the word.
Thank you.
It'll be a privilege.
We'd like to get on now, please, Binny.
All right, miss.
Thank you. Would somebody like to show Binny where we are in our textbooks?
Ooh. Yes, Binny. Coming, Binny. My shoes ready. I've got them here.
Oh, Janice, don't be such a little creep.
Pay no attention to her, Janice. She's just jealous.
Jealous? Jealous of you? You're a little monster. You're big-headed and bossy to everyone.
I think we should wait for the taxi outside. This conversation is beginning to bore me.
Oh, can I carry your bag, Binny?
Please. Oh, very well. But be careful with it. It contains the first chapter of my next novel. I'm taking it with me for safekeeping in case somebody decides to put it down the toilet while I'm gone.
Best place for it.
Sour grapes, Jess, sour grapes. Just because you work in a dull little office, and because you'll never have anything important to do like writing a novel, and just because you'll never have...
Get out, Binny, get out of this house.
Oh, Jess.
Oh, go on, get out.
Come on, Binny. George and Willie are outside with a taxi.
Oh, Jess, you are important. You're the most important of all of us. Oh, well. Bye.
Come on, Bin.
Coming.
Hey, bossy boots. Good luck in London.
Oh, Jess, I'm sorry I said all those awful things to you.
Come on, you're going to miss your train. All right, Willie. If she's not on the next train, you and George come straight home. Now phone the police. Now tell him not to cry. There's nothing to worry about. She probably just missed the train, that's all. She wasn't on that one either. And George is on the platform having hysterics. Oh, where can she be?
Maybe she didn't leave London. Maybe they gave her hundreds and hundreds of pounds for her book, and somebody found out and followed her down the river and murdered her for her money.
Oh, don't talk rubbish. If you can't talk sense, go home.
Her flame burned too brightly for this world and was all too soon snuffed.
You're the one who should be writing novels.
Is that Binny?
Binny, where have you been? I've been out of my mind with worry.
What's the matter?
I don't know. I'll go and find out. Stay here.
Nothing. No.
Look, if you're annoyed at me, don't take it out on Janice and the boys. They bought you lemonade and cakes to welcome you home. Oh, come on. Let me in.
Oh, Jess.
publishers. Well, aren't they going to publish it? But what's wrong?
Everything.
Look, I don't understand. Where have you been? Where's Willie and George?
I caught an earlier train home. I've been walking about. I was too ashamed to face any of you.
What are you talking about?
They laughed at me, just like everyone else. They laughed at me. They were only going to print it because they thought it was funny.
Poor Binny.
They called it a classic of awfulness, and they're going to print it with all funny pictures of all the main characters, including Florence Nightingale. And when I said it wasn't supposed to be funny, one of the fat men fell off his chair, and Mr. Sandbug almost had to be given oxygen.
So they are going to publish it?
No! I'm a serious writer. I'm not supposed to be funny.
I think that's very brave of you, Bin.
Oh, not really. It was bad enough when the whole class were laughing at my novel. Think how awful it would be if the whole country were laughing at it.
Well, I wouldn't like to be in your shoes when the boys find out they've been nice to you all week for nothing.
Oh, Jess, I've been so horrible to you. And I've said some terrible, nasty things. I want to do something to make up for it.
Oh, shut up.
Jess, what's happening?
Just a minute! You ready to face them?
Hang on, Jess. I want to give you something. It's my latest unfinished masterpiece.
Thanks, Bin. I'll enjoy reading it.
Oh, I don't want you to read it.
What do you want me to do with it?
I want it treated with the respect and reverence that it ought to be treated with.
And how do I do that?
Well, if I were you, Jess, I'd flush it down the loo.